You're making $70,000 a year, doing everything right, and still feeling stuck like no matter how much you earn, your money disappears before it ever builds anything real. Opening scene calm, reflective tone. What if the problem isn't that you're underpaid, but that your income is being quietly outpaced by your life? Because on paper, $70,000 a year sounds reasonable. It's above average in many parts of the United States and Europe. It's the kind of number people aim for early in their careers, and yet for a lot of people earning that exact amount, it still feels like nothing is moving. No real savings, no meaningful progress, just a constant cycle of earning and spending and resetting. So where does it all go? Scene shift realistic scenario. Let's take a very normal situation. You're 27. You live in a mid-sized city. You've got a stable job. Maybe in marketing, tech support, finance, or administration. Your salary is $70,000 a year. Sounds solid, but after taxes, depending on where you live, you're probably taking home around $4,200 to $4,500 per month. Now the reality begins. Rent? $1,500. Car payment? $450. Insurance, fuel, maintenance, another $250. Student loans, $300. Groceries, $400. Utilities, phone, internet, $250. Subscriptions, small lifestyle costs, maybe another $150. We haven't even included dining out, travel, shopping, or emergencies. Yet and already, you're left with maybe $800 to $1,000, which sounds fine until life actually happens. A weekend trip, a medical bill, a friend's wedding, a random Amazon purchase that didn't feel like a big deal at the time. And just like that, the margin disappears. Not dramatically, not irresponsibly, just quietly. Pause. Slight shift in tone. This is where most people get confused, because they're not making reckless decisions. They're not living extravagantly. They're just living normally. And that's exactly the problem. Core insight system explanation. The modern financial system isn't built to make you feel poor. It's built to make you feel comfortable while staying stuck. Every major expense in your life is structured as a monthly payment. Your apartment isn't $18,000 a year, it's $1,500 a month. Your car isn't $25,000, it's $450 a month. Your phone isn't $1, it's $40 a month. Individually, each one feels manageable, but together, they quietly consume your entire income. This is illusion. You're not buying things based on total cost, you're buying based on monthly affordability. And that small shift in thinking changes everything. Simple math section. Calm breakdown. Let's step back for a second. That $450 car payment? Over 5 years, that's $27,000. Add insurance and fuel, and suddenly you're closer to $40,000 spent on transportation alone. Your $1,500 rent? That's $18,000 a year. Over 5 years, $90,000. Now combine just those two. Housing and transportation alone have quietly consumed over $14 million of your after-tax income in 5 years. And this doesn't include food, or travel, or any form of saving or investing. So when people say, I make $7K, but I feel broke, they're not wrong. They're just looking at the wrong number. Psychology layer. Why this happens. But this isn't just math, it's psychology. Because at every stage of income growth, your lifestyle adjusts just enough to absorb it. You get a raise, and suddenly your apartment feels small. Your car feels outdated. Your social circle shifts slightly upward, not dramatically. Just subtly. You don't feel like you're upgrading your life. You feel like you're catching up to where you're supposed to be. This is what makes it dangerous, because it doesn't feel like overspending. It feels like progress. Long-term impact. Calm, realistic. Now stretch this out over 3 years. You earn consistently. Maybe your salary grows from $7,600 to $7,600, but your expenses grow with it. A slightly nicer apartment, a slightly better car, more travel, more convenience. Nothing extreme, but your savings rate stays almost the same. So after a decade of working, you've earned close to $800,000 in total income. And yet your net worth might still be surprisingly low, not because you failed, but because your money